Hello guys, it's your boy RFL here, and we are back with some more Cross Hunter Treasure Hunter, baby. So I want to give a shout out to some guy named Antari. I don't even know how you're gonna say his name. His name is kind of like a repeat, and he liked my vid. He wants to know more about the Cross Hunter series. So I'm gonna put it to you like this: there's 3 games in the Cross Hunter series. I explained to him in the description, but I'm gonna tell it to him again. If you're listening, Antari, this is for you. So there are 3 games in the Cross Hunter series. The first one I presume is to be Monster Hunter, but Monster Hunter is unplayable unless you know Japanese, because there's certain things that you have to do in that game that require you knowing Japanese, and I know very little. And the second game was Cross Hunter Treasure Hunter. I played this game when I was a kid, but I never really got that far, so I guess I might as well play it now. And this game is kind of drastically similar to Cross Hunter X Hunter, and they're all kind of similar to each other. The only real difference is the towns. The towns you always start off in are always different. And as for dungeon layouts and stuff like that, they're mostly all the same. And there's three different well, spiritual. They're kind of like these spiritual guardians. They kind of roam around with you. It's the first ally you get. And mine's is this blue little dog here. But you start off with there's 3 different ones. There's this dog, the blue little dog. There's this raccoon-looking thing for Monster Hunter, and then there's the automated robot for Treasure Hunter. I mean for X Hunter. And basically, they're just like your companions. They help you go around. And your job is basically to be the very best one, and you want to challenge the Coliseum. Basically, you want to go and be the very best one in the Coliseum and be the top rank. And once you're the top rank, you have to defeat basically a simple generic RPG Pokemon stuff. You got to beat this guy at the end of the game to win. And yeah. And as for the monsters, there are lots of effing monsters in this game. I think from each of the 3 games, some of the monsters might differentiate, but for the most part, all the monsters are the same, and there are lots of them. Like I'll show them to you right now. I will show them to you right now. So if you're playing this game right now, I'm gonna show you how to check it out. So after you beat the second dungeon, the Earth dungeon, this is gonna appear. It's gonna take you here to this lab. And so this lab, basically, there's a doctor in here I called Dr. Gero. And he right here, this guy. You talk to him, press this. Oh wait, press this. There you go. And right here it shows you all the different types of basically they're practicing genres. All the monsters are put in a certain type of genre. So there's there's 2 pages full of just pure monsters. I'm gonna take a look at a few. So this is the first genre. I don't know what it says. So here's a really strong guy. It shows their description, and it doesn't really show how to get them, but it just shows the description. So it's like a lion cat thingy, okay. And we'll take a look at another one over here. We got this really claw beetle looking guy. So little description there. On page 2, we're gonna check out the last guy. We're gonna check the bottom, and we have like gray glow slimes. Great. And yeah, this game is pretty good. It's actually quite fun. It's reminiscent of Dragon Quest Warriors. It's actually a spin-off of that. That is a known fact. It's actually a spin-off of Dragon Quest Warriors. And you could tell a lot because the way that when you move, your characters come behind you, like your monsters, they stay behind you. That's also in the Dragon Warrior series. Dragon Warrior Monsters, I mean. And you got to challenge the Coliseum just like Dragon Warrior Monsters, but you have to pay for these ones. And they kind of help you out. I mean, to come here. And yeah, so that is basically all I know about it, because I'm not Japanese, so I don't know everything about Cross Hunter series, but I basically just gave you the basics of the game. And yeah, so every time you do something in this game, you always want to talk to all the people, but there's no need for that. I say we just go ahead and take on this Coliseum and see what's in store. So let's go ahead and yeah, so I'm dedicating this video to you, man. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like it. Okay. And we can't actually go in because we don't have enough money. It's like yeah, I need 500 gold. I don't have 500 gold, so I was supposed to grind up, but whatever. I'll just grind up right now. We'll go to the Earth Dungeon because that's the most best dungeon to grind up right now. I'm just going to hit the fast forward button and we're just going to go ahead and grind away. I only need 500, so I'm not going to be grinding that much, guys. But you can, it's best to make up your own names in the game so that way you can classify all the different monsters, because if you don't classify them, you're not going to really know what they do and stuff like that. So these plant eaters, they don't really do much, they just basic attacks. The little genie shroom thingies, whatever, the Hataki mushrooms that I made up, that's their names. They do actually hurt because they have like this genie spell that hits like 8 damage, 9 damage. It's pretty not scary, but if you keep it up, it'll hurt. So yeah, that's basically all I have, all the info I have on this game until I get it. Because I played this game when I was young. I did get very far in it, but I was young. So I probably don't remember that much. I do remember some things in this game. Like the first half, I pretty much know. The first half of Monster Hunter and first half of Treasure Hunter and X Hunter are basically the same. So might as well play the game side by side, and you can see the differences for yourself. But that's pretty much all for that. That's all the information I have on this game so far until I get later on. So you're just gonna have to wait to maybe like Cross Hunter episode 6 to actually get a little more insight on the game if you want to wait. But you can play the game yourself. It's fully playable. Somewhat fully playable, not really. You do have to know somewhat Japanese just to get around. But basically, the real thing to help you get around is just you just talk to everybody. Talk to everybody and then just leave, and most likely an area should open up. With me, I kind of know who I'm supposed to talk to, so that helps me kind of just get to the game a little faster. Yeah. And so I'm going to check how much money I have. And I'm a little shy, but whatever. I'm just gonna have to keep fighting until I get to that amount. Bow. Grinding in the Earth Dungeon. Well, yeah, so that was a genie skill right there. I'm just gonna call it Mussolini Lamp, and it does about 8 to 9 damage. So if you hear that, it's like a you know you're gonna get hit with about 8 damage. They give you a good amount of health when you level up, and whenever you level up, you always get all your health back. So they do a good job of keeping you well leveled up and well fed. So this game is not very hard. It's just right. They keep you well fed in this game. Basically, you don't really have to grind that much. You can just pass through the game like not grinding at all. I mean, you're gonna have to grind, not really grind, but you're gonna have to fight a lot of enemies regardless, because this game has a vast amount of enemies. Considering that you're always running into enemies, there's always so many different types of enemies, and this game is not that long. It's kind of long, not really, but it's pretty good on that sense. I kind of like it, although it does kind of wear on you after a while. I hope I'm getting enough money from these guys. Yeah, okay, we'll be done kind of shortly. I'm getting a couple of an okay amount. Let's just get to another area where you might fight harder enemies. Yeah, here you go. Taki mushrooms. See, oh god, there you go. That was somebody's skill. That was my dog skill. So the thing about the skills in this game, Antari, I don't know how to say your name. I'm just gonna call you Ant. The thing about the skills in this game, Ant, is that they happen randomly, so you can't actually choose your skills, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that, but you can't actually choose your skills. They happen at random. And yeah, so you can get different skills, but you're never really in control of them. So I'm trying to say. So definitely want to keep an eye on that. Because sometimes you might see skills, and if you speed up like me, you're gonna miss them, and they're actually pretty cool. Like this is Treasure Hunter. My skills basically basically a hunter's knife, and it's glowing green and it flies across the screen and it kind of hits everything. It's area of effect damage, and it's pretty powerful actually. It'll wipe out the whole screen. So yeah, it's pretty good as far as I'm concerned. So it gets the job done. That's all that matters. And we are not too far away from being 500. So I mean, let's continue to grind. Shit. And yeah, so there are a vast amount of enemies in this game. See, there you go. There's another attack right there. Because I fast forwarded, I missed it. So yeah, skills are independent, and they're kind of CPU made. But you can definitely attack yourself, but you can't control your party members. So your party members do their own thing. You just basically press the commands. It's kind of one of those games. And yeah, if you ever get to this dungeon the first time, Ant, make sure that you kind of grind in the first dungeon ahead of time. Maybe like gain an extra level or so, and you should be fine for this dungeon. Just going through, it's just the earth dungeon. It doesn't really, you're not gonna really fight any too tough enemy here, except for like the peacocks and the flying birds. Those guys might hurt, but I doubt it. And so we gained a level. I'm just grinding for gold here, not even anything, just grinding for gold, because I'm gonna have to grind again, guys, because, well, guys, I'm just gonna, well, shoot. And if you like this video, Ant, make sure to subscribe. Serious. Give me some more feedback, man. I appreciate you hitting me up about that feedback. If there are any more games else on my channel that you want info on, just tell me, and I will give you as best as info as I can. And we're just gaining levels left and right. So yeah, I don't know how long this video is going to be while I'm grinding, but try to make it as short as possible. This was just basically just an info game. I mean, not an info game. This was basically just an info episode, just to reply to Ant. And I hope he likes the video if he's watching. But you should definitely play this game. If you are watching that, definitely play this game. This game is pretty good. There's no real good story because you can't understand it, but just the overall gameplay and you just beating monsters up and just kind of just the dungeons. The dungeon layouts are kind of simplistic, but it's they're filled with a lot of emptiness, so you're really gonna have to pick your trails widely. Pick your trails wisely. I can't even talk right now for some reason. Pick your trails wisely, man, because some of these trails will just leave you down a dead end. You gotta go all the way the fuck back around and fight it all over again just to find the right trails. That's what they do to confuse you in this game. Due to hardware limitations, they just make vast dungeons with pure openness, so you don't know where the fuck to go. So yeah, we're just gonna clean up. Whoa, more badass attacks. We're just gonna clean up the rest of these guys. So like I said, you learn many different skills, but you can never really use them. So there might be an airplane noise in my background. I apologize about that. Okay, we are set. Or not. And you got fish lab, bitch. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the Coliseum now. And go check that out. So basically the Coliseum is, yeah, you just basically have to keep challenging the Coliseum every time you beat a dungeon. And you basically want to be the strongest of all the monster hunters. You it's not that hard to do. $500 gold for your first match, 1,000 gold for your next. So here are just some of the enemies in the game, in the Coliseum. That's the part I like about the Coliseum, because you can actually evolve monsters in this game. I don't know how, but I know that there are actually evolved monsters in this game, so that's good. It may be through the process of fusion, but I don't know, so I can't tell you anything on that. But I love the Coliseum because this is a chance for you to check out many different monsters in this game. This is the best chance to do it. Bow! These guys are kind of weak, so you're just going to mow right through them if you're well grinded up in levels. You'll just mow right through them. We got some more baddies, but they don't really take that much to take on. And we got the dog rally. And so this is automatic. You can't do anything. Your pets just fight for you. So if you're looking confused, that's what's happening. And the last of the group, Trenugal and fucking Ghost 5. Ghost 5. And he gets slaughtered immediately, and he follows next. Yeah, they don't even get to attack you. That's how weak they are. And you are the winner. I'm just playing. We have one last battle, and this is it right here. And yeah, these guys will probably take no hits in no time and be dead. There you go. Yeah, we're pretty overpowered. But this is the first thing, so it's meant to be easy. They kind of dumbed down it for you. Well, apparently we have more. I'd never gone far to this stage. My other one was just 4, but we have 5 battles this time, and we have 2 new enemies I have not seen before. Gum Rhino and Rococo. That's fucking what I'm naming them. Gum Rhino and Rococo. And they're just gonna get slaughtered as well, so it's like, fuck them. And this should be the last match, so now we are done. Congratulations! Alex Axe is the fucking best Monster Hunter ever. It's like, oh, congratulations. So yeah, the next one is 1,000 gold. And that's the one you want to challenge because there's a kid that tells you to challenge it. And so yeah, I kind of need to go grind some more. Yeah, I'm gonna end this episode here, but we come back with part 4 of Monster Hunter Treasure. We're going to continue on. I'm gonna grind off screen, go ahead and get my shit, and we'll go on to the next dungeon. Is that cool with you? And thanks, Ant, for your feedback and hopefully your subscription. And thanks, man. Just keep giving me more feedback. Appreciate it. Bye bye for now, fans. Till next time.